Hey, I'm Alex Radical from Board Game Co, and these are the upcoming crowdfunding campaigns for the month of September, and oh boy, it is a big one. And that's just with what I know now. I have 37, I think 37, I may have counted wrong. I have 37 campaigns to talk about today, and as usual, that's just based on what we know now, or what I know now. There's probably campaigns I don't know about. There's definitely that one huge campaign that I'm actually covering and I do know about, but I somehow managed to not include. There's always one every single month. And there's going to be all the ones that come up later, the ones that I don't know about, you don't know about, but they're going to announce it shortly that are coming. So this is just, normally I'd say, props to Shelf Clutter and check out him, but unfortunately that era is gone, unfortunately. So let's take a moment for Adam, because I miss his videos. But with that said, we have 37 plus campaigns to talk about today, and again, that's just with what we know about so far. So save your money, because there's a lot of big campaigns coming. There's a handful that I'm interested in. I'm assuming that within these campaigns, there's a handful that you're interested in. But also, if there aren't, go ahead down below in the comments, just announce that you're marking yourself safe from crowdfunding campaigns for the month of November. If nothing in this video has your attention, if you think you are backing none of these campaigns, mark yourself safe in the comments down below. But with that said, we will be going through these very quickly, fairly quickly, because there are a lot of campaigns to go through. Of course, if you are interested in the ones that I am most excited for, you can go ahead and pop to the end where I have my upcoming picks, the ones I am most interested by. I'm for sure backing at least one of them, like I know for sure because I played it, but the other ones I don't know yet, we will see. But with that said, let's go ahead and start this off. These are going to be ordered in alphabetical order, which is less helpful than being able to know exactly when they're launching, but I will have links to everything down below, assuming the YouTube comments, the YouTube description. There's only like 5,000 letters you can have in a YouTube description, which means this many links. I may have to use a link shortener, which is super annoying, but hey, it's what you gotta do what you gotta do. With that said, let's go ahead and dive into it, because this took way too long to get the start of the video. We have, starting off with we have AracKhan Wars, The Song of Destiny. Season 2, or Season 1, Episode 2, I guess? I'm confused by the system over here, because if it's Season 1, Episode 2, it's been a while since the original AracKhan Wars, so it's going to be a long time until we get to Season 2 if this is Season 1, Episode 2. I don't fully understand that part. What I do know, it's more AracKhan Wars. If you're interested in a card battler game that takes place on a grid as you try to build your decks and take each other down, check out AracKhan Wars, launching soon. We have Andromeda's Edge. This is one of the... Oh no, this is the wrong one. This is the wrong one. One second, let me go ahead and click around over here and go to the new one. Andromeda's Edge Genesis. I messed up over there. Andromeda's Edge Genesis coming to you from Cardboard Alchemy. This is definitely going to be one of those big ones that will be launching this year, because it's the expansion and reprint to a very popular game designed by Luke Laurie, put out by Cardboard Alchemy. It's been very, 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 very well received across the board. If you're interested in worker placement, but with spaceships and with Luke Laurie's like pullback placement and area control and all those things, if you liked Dwellings of Eldervale, this is the spiritual successor, and this is the expansion to the spiritual successor that was Dwellings of Eldervale. We have Aqua Garden, but it's not just Aqua Garden. Did I do the wrong one again? I'm sorry, we're going to go ahead and do this correctly. We're going to go ahead and type this in. Aqua Garden Kickstarter, Garden Trilogy. What is with the wrong links over here? The Garden Trilogy, Aqua Garden, Sky Garden, and Dino Garden, a three set over here of different games, all featured on the core gameplay of Aqua Garden, but with Sky Garden and Dino Garden adding their own little unique twists to the game. Then we have Art Society Deluxe, which fortunately I got the right campaign this time. Art Society Deluxe Edition and Expansion. From Mighty Boards, Art Society was generally very well received. This is both a deluxe edition of that game, a bidding game where you try to bid on paintings and lay them on your board as efficiently as possible to score as many points as possible. And then we have a new expansion, Friends in High Places, which I imagine is just people that you have to put high up on your wall or they're not worth points. I made that up, but I would love if that were true. We have Azure and Moytura. Moytura, I think, I could be saying that incorrectly. We have two exquisite two-player games of strategy and mythology from the designers of Undaunted, War Chest, and Mandala, which is pretty strong overall. This is from Bitewing Games. It's David Thompson, Trevor Benjamin, and something Gilbert. I don't fully know all the names offhand. There's 3 names, I believe, involved in these 2 games, with crossover between them, but either way, these are 2 new games from Bitewing Games, who generally have been on overall a roll with putting out, like Allplay, they just consistently put out good games that are well received. We have Bagged and Boarded. This one's going to be Build the Most Valuable Comic Book Collection from Nick McCullum. It looks intriguing, looks cool. That's all I kind of know about it so far. We have Bloodwork from iDemo Games. I talked about this in my last upcoming campaigns I'm excited excited about the video. This is a RPG board game with campaign progression, building your characters, taking everyone down, a whole lot of RPG-esque board game situation. We have over here, we have Catacombs of the Blessed Dead, Trench Crusade. This is, I believe, modular terrain for the world of Trench Crusade, so not something I'm personally interested in, but launching in 3 days, so you have, well, actually, by the time you watch this video, launching tomorrow, I think. I think this video goes up Sunday, which means you're looking at a launching tomorrow. What's Sunday? Sunday's going to be, launching tomorrow. Launching tomorrow. Enjoy. Go ahead and see if you want this game. See if are you someone who backs terrain? Are you interested in Trench Crusade? I don't know the answer to those questions, but, this might be something you're interested in. We have Don't Starve the board game. 47,000 people following this campaign. This is very intriguing. And had a chance to see this one at Gen Con since I last talked about it. Looks very cool. I do have a copy headed my way, so expect coverage in some capacity. But outside of that, Don't Starve. Based on the video game, put out by Glass Cannon Unplugged, launching soon. EcoLogic expansion. This is an expansion to EcoLogic, hence the name, giving you more rare species and nocturnal animals, plus of course a reprint of the base game. We have Eldertide, 1,000 Lights, a lightweight civilization game with cool art. That's what I know. I like the art. It kind of reminds me of, there's a piratey game or a ship game, I can't remember the name of it, that had like boards kind of like this. But I like the art. I like the art. I love this little kind of like, looks like a theme park, honestly. But a civ-based game with cool art. That's what I have for you. We have Endangered Australia. This Endangered comes back with new things. We have Australia, which introduces the koalas, giant bear, barred frog, and the Great Barrier Reef. Endangered is a cooperative or solo game of trying to save various species while accomplishing various, goals from countries in order to basically get enough funding to help further your cause. But then it introduces a ton of variable things, including different types of animals and maps and things like that, that make the gameplay highly variable. We have Era of Atlantis. This, I believe, is a relaunch campaign, a unique area control game with overlapping partnerships. I've actually played this one on the channel. You can check out my content on that. There's a lot of partnerships in this game. It's a very unique game, definitely worth checking out. We have the new expansion, Galactic Cruise Achievements Expansion and Reprint. Galactic Cruise, another highly received game. This one is, actually, I wonder, did I miss one? I wonder when the Distilled expansion is launching. It might be September, it might not be, so, we'll see. But this is a new expansion for Galactic Cruise. It just made me remember Distilled because these are both like first-time creators who knocked it out of the park the first time round. So there might be this Distilled expansion launching in September as well. I don't know when it's launching, but there's something coming. But past that, we have Galactic Cruise Achievements expansion over here. So we have new content for Galactic Cruise, a very unique worker placement game about launching Galactic Cruises and doing so as efficiently as possible while managing a ton of things because this is a very heavy Euro game. We have Geekmon Capture, a dynamic game of dexterity packed with awesome geek references. It's Pokemon. It's Pokemon in a multiplayer brawl where you go at each other attempting to capture each other's Geekmons, because it's not Pokemon because they get sued for that. We have Goblin Party. Crush heroes, claim glory, and play as the underdogs of fantasy in this Goblin Revenge card game. Don't know much about this one. Cute art, but I have no idea if this is the kind of game that's too light for what I like, or a game that's very much what I would like. We have Kalypso, salvage debris to build a floating settlement in a world swallowed by the sea. This is coming to you from Inside Up Games, and this is a game of, well, exactly what it sounds like. But if you like Planet Unknown, this should be on your radar, because this is basically Planet Unknown. I'm realizing that I think I have some vlogs that have this in it that I never actually put up, which I should probably do at some point. I'll get to them. But Kalypso is basically if you like Planet Unknown, it kind of has that vibe to it. You're drafting tiles, polyomino tiles as you build out your sea. There's a competitive mode, which feels a bit more like Planet Unknown, and there's a cooperative mode, which I loved the cooperative mode of this game. Now, I need more plays of it, so take it with a grain of salt, but so far, I've played this game competitively and thought it was great, solid game, similar to Planet Unknown, and I've played this game cooperatively and thought it was amazing, but I've only played it cooperatively once, so I do need more plays of it. Maybe it's just that fresh learning the rule kind of situation, but I am very excited about this one. Definitely recommend checking it out. We have Lost Games 2025, a series of 3 small games, Medieval Realms, Dreamgrid, and Wishland the card game, all launching from Carlos from Discover Games, I think, from Lost Games. Then we have Lone Wolf Vengeance of the Kai, based on the world of the Lone Wolf. This is a series of books, basically, but reimagined into an asymmetrical 2-player strategy game. Lots of intenseness to this game, very much like a War of the Ring kind of vibe to what's going on over here. There's a lot. If you like the world, it's worth checking out. If you like heavy 2-player games, it's worth checking out. We have Lord of Loot. Explore a vast land filled with treasures, powerful weapons, and dangerous monsters with your party of 1 to 5 players. Looks cool. Looks cool. We have Macaraccoon, a very cute game of macaroons and macaroons, or whatever it is, as well as raccoons. Layer transparent treats, bake delectable desserts, become a champion critter chef. This looks delightful. I like macarons. I like raccoons. Well, I mean, I like raccoons in the abstract sense, not in the I own one and want them in my house sense. But in the abstract sense, they're kind of cute until you realize that they will claw you to death as they attempt to get to your garbage cans. So there is that. But they are cute, in theory. Like over here, they're very cute. There's also elephants. It could have been called Macara Elephant. Macara Elephant might be the expansion, I believe. But anyways, that's a Macaraccoon over here. So check this one out. Looks adorable. That's all I have for that. Making Monsters, from designed by Jonathan Gilmore and David Gordon. Oh, David Gordon again. Interesting. David Gordon's everywhere these days. But this is a game of making monsters. Win the most chaotic science fair ever by building the most beastly monster squads in this push your luck bag builder. I like push your luck. I like making monsters. I don't know if I care for science fairs, but in this capacity, I can make it work. We have Mercurial Alchemia. Alchemia, I guess. Cultivate flora and brew in this deck building game where you're building out your ingredients and they go into your pool to, there's a term for it, you're basically letting them kind of invest, but they're growing. You're making ingredients as you try to brew these potions. A lot's going on, looks beautiful. I have this one, have not played it, I'm halfway through the rulebook. We have Obsession, Rules Compendium, Victorian, Big Box, and Playmat. So more content for Obsession for those of you who, well, like Obsession. We have Pathfinder Quest. This is coming to you. Gather up to 3 friends, prepare to go on a thrilling adventures in Pathfinder Quest, a cooperative adventure board game coming from Paizo. We have Primal Hex from Smart Flamingo, a land where ancient tribes fought for survival against hunger, frost, and vengeful gods. Only the strongest could claim the fertile paradise. Join the epic battle and prove your worth in this unforgiving world. Looks intriguing. Don't know much more about this one overall. I believe I actually am covering this one, but I haven't gotten it yet, so I don't know a lot yet. Robo Rescue, a heartwarming robot adventure game. Homesick robots race for home in this programmed movement game. I like programmed movement. I will be covering this. Have not yet read the rules for this. There's a bunch of these campaigns over here that I will be covering. I need to get to some of these rule books read because I will otherwise be very behind. Then we have over here, excuse my head like tilting to the side. I realize I positioned the camera. In fact, let me just go ahead and fix this actually because the camera's kind of positioned in a way where I can't actually see all the links, so I'm going to move it a drop. So I'm still here. We have Ruinborn, Dungeons of Cabora, a 1-to-4 player dungeon crawler with solo, co-op, and competitive modes. That all sounds good. I don't know if I'm as pulled in by the board, like the visuals of this one, but you know, we'll see. We'll see. Some great games don't always impress me on first sight. We have Sandcastle from Bro Games Edition. It's holiday time. The beach is packed and the tourist office decided to organize a sandcastle building competition. That part all sounds good. I like building sandcastles. I like the board, the art overall. I don't know enough about it to be more intrigued. Right now I'm loosely intrigued. Then we have over here, we have SCP, the board game Confidential Crisis, a board game, exhilarating board game crafted for 2 different players, drawn from the SCP Foundation universe. Take command of your journey as you level up your security level, sharpen your character's skill to fight against powerful SCPs. We have Spellrift Legends from Dragora Games. I talked about this one again already, although the page over here has a ton more content on it. Command legendary heroes on a thrilling adventure to save the planet. Heroes with thematic and unique decks and enemies that adapt to your choices. This is going to be very much Slay the Spire-esque in terms of the gameplay of it. Like, you can see that on the board. First of all, the miniatures, Dragora Games in general, I've been a fan of their stuff. But if you look over here, they have the Beholder guy back, sort of the Beholder adjacent back. But then we have these boards over here, which will give you these various pathways that you're journeying along. You're moving along these pathways. Like this over here, this is pulling me in. It's very Slay the Spire-esque as far as the deck building of it. The characters adding to your deck, keeping one to shape your perfect deck. So in a Slay the Spire style board game, the question is this going to be overly bloated or is this going to be an incredibly fun experience? Could go either way, but I am very much excited for it. Then we have over here, we have the Super Boss Monster 2. Oh, are we getting to the end over here? We are a few more. We have like 5-6 more. Super Boss Monster 2 over here. This is more content for Super Boss Monster, the redone version of Super Boss Monster, which I never loved Super Boss Monster, but I never loved Boss Monster. I haven't played Super Boss Monster yet, so I don't yet know about that one. We have Tailbuster. Tailbuster is a surface expanding system mounted to your table. This picture doesn't do it justice. There we go. Like this. Like this is intriguing as to like what is it doing? Is it useful for you? We've got lots of component modular stuff going on, and I still can't see all my tabs. I need to learn the shortcut. There's a shortcut to jump tabs. I don't remember, but I'm going to just move this back now that I've done that, because then I can see it on the other side. I should have thought this through. The Gilded Realms, international print and expansion. This is the Gilded Realms, already a game that exists. It's been, it's been out, so you can check out reviews, content on it, but it's coming back to you with both international accessibility as well as an expansion to it. Transicopia. Hidden dice placement game with simultaneous turns. That part sounds intriguing. Again, game board, not as pulled in by it, but I like hidden dice placement. I like the simultaneous play. The graphics, the cover, this art here is nice, but I don't know if the graphics are pulling me in quite yet. Then we have, further up over here, we got 2 more to go. We got Terrorscape 2 from Ice Makes. This is basically a standalone chapter packed with new features. Basically, it's Terrorscape, but 2. Why is that different? How is it different? I don't yet fully know, but I'm sure we'll find out. I mean, you can scroll through the campaign page and see things already. They have a new giant mansion in between the boards, so that definitely is different, but I don't know if that's significantly different as far as the gameplay aspect, and the rest you'll have to keep your eyes peeled to see what else is different about this. And then lastly, we have Wonderland's War Duel. Now, I'm excited for Wonderland's War Duel, but I'm also excited for the trick-taking game, well, I guess it's more of a hand-shedding game, basically a hand-shedding game that they're going to have along with this one, because I've played Wonderland's War. I've loosely played Wonderland's War Duel. I've loosely played that. I thought it was fun. I enjoyed it, but I kind of only played partially. But then they also have another thing. They have a trick-taking game, which is not listed over here, but it should be in this campaign, I believe, and that I played, and I really enjoyed it, so I'm very much looking forward to that one as well. Those are your 37-ish campaigns, which means it's time for my picks of the month as far as picks of the month, the ones I am most interested in, the 3 campaigns that I'm most interested in from least to most. From least to most, we have Azure and Moytura, and I have not played these ones, and I arguably should. I'm going to actually give a tie, okay? I'm going to do 4 here. I'm going to give it to Wonderland's War Duel along with this, because not even about Wonderland's War Duel, but Off With Their Heads, the trick-taking game over there. I really liked Off With Their Heads, excited for that one. But I'm weighing that up, I'm weighing the game I played versus my intriguedness in Azure and Moytura. I do have copies of this one, so I should have coverage for you, but I don't know if I like them yet, so I'm weighing up the thing that I played that I liked versus the things that have me very intrigued, and I generally like most of Bitewing's games. Not all of them, but most of them I have liked. So I'm on the fence as to where these ones are, so these are my number 3 picks. My number 2 pick is an easy one because that one's going to be Spellrift. Spellrift Legends from Dragori Games. I'm very excited for this one. I like Slay the Spire. I like Dragori Games. The board, the art, all that stuff has me intrigued. My biggest hesitancy is, I guess technically the hesitancy of will they land the gameplay, but I'm less hesitant on that because everything I've played from Dragori I thought was very well done. So will it be here or here? I don't know, but I don't think it'll be down here. I could be wrong, but I don't think it will. But outside of that, I like Slay the Spire a lot. So I'm intrigued as to whether they'll land this one, and the question is, again, will it feel like there's too much bloat? That's my biggest concern there. And then my number 1 pick is an easy one, and that's Kalypso. Again, I do need more plays, so I always try to caution. When I'm excited about a game based off of 1 or 2 plays, I hesitate, because sometimes the review comes a little bit later, and I'm like, it's good, but not as good as I first thought. So that could happen here. That absolutely could happen. But at least right now, this is, when I played this earlier this year, it was my favorite game of the year when I first played it. Now, I've played some games since then. I played Pirates of Maracaibo, Shackleton Base. There's been some great games I've played since then, but Kalypso absolutely has the potential to be a 5 out of 5 game for me, but that's not, there have been, just for the record, there have been a few games that have had the potential to be a 5 out of 5 and then weren't as I played them more. So this is not a rating, this is just me telling you my excitement level. My excitement level is here. Ratings and reviews, those will come later. Right now, it's just the excitement part of things. But that's what we have. These are your 37 campaigns for the month of September, at least as of what we know right now, and there are almost certainly going to be more coming because that's just the way crowdfunding works. September and October tend to be very, very busy months. November tends to be easing off the end, but still the early part can be busy. So you're going to need to save your crowdfunding dollars because again, September, October, part of November, those are going to have a lot of campaigns. I'll be back next month with upcoming campaigns for the month of October. But for right now, until next time, I'm Alex Radcliffe from Board Game Co. I hope you found this video helpful. And as always, I hope you have a good one. You know, yesterday, for the first time, I was actually pretty excited. I've been cooking more in general. I've been learning more about like cooking and baking and all these things. Honestly, easy stuff. I try to focus on easy stuff. But completely unrelated to that, for the first time yesterday, I actually learned how to make an egg roll. And it's much easier than I thought because you just kind of like lean over and just give it a push.